grass was a big snake, but he wasn't really taken aback. He seemed bigger. So at that point, I felt like I hadn't really given him the correct impression.
John had a larger vertebra from Sarah Home up his sleeve.
And he said, well, hold on, I'll be right back.
So I went running out of the room and grabbed the biggest one I could find that we had unwrapped.
He came back with a much bigger vertebra.
This is bigger.
Seeing him holding this, very excited in his hand.
That is the world's largest snake, John.
I was absolutely surprised.
That's the largest snake I've ever seen. That's got to be the largest snake in the world, John.
If you would have told me that there were snakes that big in the fossil record, I probably wouldn't believe you.
That was impressive enough. He said, John, look at your office door. And I looked over the office door and he said, if that snake were to come into your office, it would have to squeeze through the doorway as it was slithering in. And that was enough to set the impression completely.
By the end of the call, Jason Head was convinced John had found something special.
Most of the other fossil snakes we find are kind of in the vicinity of the largest estimates of the biggest giant snakes today, which has kind of suggested, at least to me previously, that maybe that was roughly the maximum size snakes could get, either physiologically or ecologically.
I'm getting a plane ticket heading down there right now.
Okay.
At the Florida lab, Jason's first line of investigation is into the kind of snake this is. Is it related to a type already known, or something completely new? With only vertebrae to go on, this is a complex task, requiring an expert eye.
In the case of snakes, figuring out who's related to who would be easy if we had complete skulls, but most of the fossil record of snakes consists of isolated backbones.
But snake skulls are extremely fragile and hard to find. So Jason has to begin a process of comparing these isolated backbones with a huge range of snakes in his database, both living and dead.
In order to figure out who this animal is related to and who it was, what we need to do is make comparisons between the subtle changes in the anatomy between this animal and other living fossil snakes.
All snakes have one thing in common. They are a type of lizard that lost their legs as they developed elongated bodies. They may look similar to the untrained eye, but their evolution is highly varied.
Somewhere